Hey, also, I'm back with another video, and I'm here to talk about the history venue in Toronto, Canada. This video is just to give y'all some helpful tips when it comes to, the parking, the rules, the seating inside the venue, just to give you some heads up when you do attend a show at this venue, which was also super, super cool venue. So first, I wanted to talk about the rules. So when it comes to the rules of the venue, the first thing is they don't allow any form of backpacks. So when bringing, clutches or purses or things like that, it is strongly recommended to bring a clear bag. They just don't accept anything other than that. So just be mindful of that. Clear bags only, and they need to be very, very small. So no large backpacks. They also don't allow umbrellas. They don't allow signs. They don't allow lasers, glow stickers, pets, unless if it's a service dog. But just anything of those things, you're not really allowed to bring in. So again, just be mindful of those things if you're wanting to bring a sign or something like that. Not allowed with that. So the next thing I want to talk about was parking. There is a parking structure that is behind the venue itself, which going to run you about like $33 US, I want to say. But I personally Uber just because I'm visiting and thought it would be easier. So the Uber situation was pretty quick, pretty easy also. Since the drop off is right in front of the venue, it's perfectly cool to Uber there because sometimes Ubers can get a little hectic. But yeah, if you're traveling from far, there is a parking option for you in the back. But other than that, you can just Uber or Lyft to that venue. And then next I wanted to talk about was the seating. So when it comes to the seating of the venue, it is general admission standing only for the first two levels. So there is the flat floor level where you want to get closer to the artist, and there's a second level that's kind of where the bars are, and that's more level headed. So if you're on more of the shorter end, I'd recommend being on the second level, but again, it's first come first serve. So if you're trying to get like front row of the second level, just make sure to get there kind of early, depending on the artist and the vibe of the situation. But we were sitting in the main floor, and I will say too that the stage itself is pretty elevated, so it's not very flat. So even standing in the first level, you do get a pretty decent view. Myself, I'm 5'7", kind of on the shorter side, but I was able to see pretty good with that. And there's also other levels as well. There is like a VIP upgraded kind of area where there are seats. Those are separate seats you can buy through the ticketing platform that History Venue uses, which I believe is Ticketmaster, but those are going to cost you a little bit more. Just depending on the artist, the price ranges throughout. So last I checked, this concert I think was around like 120, 140 Canadian dollars. So just be mindful of that when it comes to trying to purchase those. But again, if you want to see, they do have options there too. And they also have things that you can book as far as like a little suite for your friends, but you do have to inquire about it on the website. And usually when it says inquire, it's going to be pretty steep. So yeah, there's that option for you as well. All right. And then next is the food. So when going inside the venue, there is really the only option, honestly, is pizza. That's the main course. I mean, they have snacks, they have, non-alcoholic beverages, but your main option is pizza. So if you're in the mood for pizza, go for it. If not, then it's best to either eat before or after. I will say around the venue, there are a lot of little eateries that you can eat at, which was really nice. So again, just adding that to the time. So if you want pizza, feel free to go inside. If not, there's other eateries around that you can eat for, which is cool. And yeah, and then overall, the venue itself is pretty cool. Like I said, there's multiple levels to it, and it was very chill. It was very spacious as well, where I was standing at least, because again, I'm the person that likes to chill in the back. I'm not the type of person to be barricade, not my vibe. But yeah, it's a great, great venue. I would definitely check it out again, and I would love to check out other venues in Toronto for sure. But that was just a little quick turnaround trip. But overall, super cool. Just be mindful of those things when it comes to the parking and the clear bags and stuff like that. So thank y'all so much for watching this quick little video. Y'all stay tuned for the next venue that I'll be covering. So thank you for watching.